Okay, so this song I learned when I started taking guitar lessons many years ago as a young boy. And I thought, who would ever play this song anywhere? And yet I'm finding this could be the perfect song for this video. As I was walking the streets of Laredo, as I was walking Laredo one day, I spied a poor cowboy all dressed in white linen, dressed in white linen, as cold as the clay. Today finds us in Laredo, Texas, and from here we'll be heading to Del Rio and then into Big Bend National Park, and that's kind of where we'll leave that part of the story.
Well, and you know, you'll see some sights from the area and our camping sites, but the thing that I think you should get out of this video is that when we left on this trip, I was anxious about the idea that we might have motor trouble or van trouble or something like that, and yeah, you know, it happens. And so in this video, you'll see how we had to resolve some of that. But not only to us, some friends that we met with a big Class A motorhome, we ran into them by accident and found out what they had to face. And so, yeah, that's part of
our story.
Part of anybody's RV story, I think.
Yeah.
I think you have to anticipate that, budget for it. We had to resolve some issues.
Okay, so you're going to see a bit of that. You can see a bit of Laredo, and we'll give you more of the story later. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Wade.
And I'm Lorraine.
And we are on the off-ramp. And today we are ending off, the evening, I guess, is going to be in Laredo. We left
the beaches of San Padre Island, had a great time there.
Yeah, we're at South Padre for the last couple of nights.
That's right, at South Padre, and we took as close to the Mexican border as we could.
Yes.
And drove along. And we did see a certain wall.
We did see a certain wall. We won't talk
Interesting.
about it because we're not going to politicize this
No,
channel.
it was just part of our journey. And so now we are sitting in a state park, and we really like it that we bought a state park membership to be able to see as many of the Texan state parks. They're great.
Yeah.
So today we're going to go explore, and this is our campsite.
That's right.
Well, so far we haven't seen any snakes, and we're hoping we won't have to, or maybe at a very safe distance. But that's the warning at our campsite, which is right over there. We're enjoying some warm temperatures today, and we noticed that around our campsite, or around our picnic table, there are some interesting holes. Back home we'd call them gopher holes, but here Wade and I are wondering, maybe that's what they are here too, but we're not going into them to inspect them either.
I don't know if you want to show them our natural
Okay,
storage
so
area.
that's kind of our picnic area with a shelter to give you shade, but we kind of stick our bins there now to keep them dry in case it rains. Tomorrow's that kind of weather. Wade's all bundled up with his gear, his camera gear. We're gonna go take a picture of a neat building, but this is our campsite. So do you remember the name of this state park?
The state park is Lake Casa Blanca
Lake
International Park.
Lake Casablanca
International State Park.
International State Park.
Well, the lighting is nice on there.
This state park near Laredo, Texas has a few hookup sites with full hookup. We weren't able to get one of those, but we were able to get electrical and water. Great sites. This is pretty much the terrain around your site, so don't expect tall trees and shelter. But there's lots of things to do at this park. There's tennis courts, there's huge picnic areas, lots of birds. Apparently great fishing, and so a nice little park right next to the city of Laredo. You see some posts in front of this building. Maybe they give us information about what the building is or what it was. All right.
Oh, look, there's a coyote.
Is that what that is? Or is that girl's puppy?
Oh, it's a girl's puppy. I just saw the ears bouncing
She
up and
had
down.
one dog. I don't know if she had two. Maybe it's someone else's puppy. You see it? We thought a coyote was coming after us.
Arizona coyote.
Yeah. We are loving the sun at this time of the evening as it catches a light on the cactuses or cacti, I guess you're supposed to say. And we forgot to bring our headlamps. We have these great headlamps that we wear in the dark, so that when we're doing something outside with the van in the dark, we can really see. We left them behind.
Later on Sunday, probably we'll head down somewhere over there. Way over there, somewhere over there is the dam. Then there's a whole green area down in the bottom down there from that.
Okay,
and the pier over there.
Pier to go check out.
Step here, a couple of holes.
I gotta watch out for Wade's wild tripod legs. I think I've been swiped by them a few times. So Wade and I are gonna do some hiking that I love to do. Here we are at an outlet mall in Laredo, Texas. And we are parked very close to the Mexican border. I think that's Mexico on the other side of the river.
The Rio Grande is right there.
This is so cool. So we'll see how much exercise we get as we climb and discover and walk through and hike this outlet mall. Is this going to be fun for you, Wade?
Well, I see Columbia stores, that's about it.
Yeah, we have our favorites. All right, see you later.
Standing in Laredo at the Rio Grande River, looking at Mexico across the river. And the International Train Bridge. And of course security is on here as well too, making sure there's no migrants, I guess, crossing the river.
Well, we are planning to head to Del Rio today, but the service engine light or an oil light, something on our engine needs to be attended to. So we're going to stop here at this Mercedes dealership in Laredo, and hopefully they will work on our van and get us going fast. These bays are empty, so please, Wade's in there checking to see what they're going to do and if they'll be able to help us. Here's hoping we're got a small problem and we're on our way shortly. Well, Mercedes and Dodge both won't look at our van, so Wade is searching for somewhere to be able to get our vehicle serviced. Well, Wade and I have been dealing with a green light, or whatever, a yellow light that shows that there's battery or engine issues. So we don't want to keep driving and not have that fixed. So we went to a Mercedes dealer. They said, no, we can't touch it. We aren't licensed to do Sprinter vans. And then we went to a Dodge dealer because this was a 2006 Sprinter from that Mercedes/Dodge era. And so they couldn't touch it. They told us to go to Freightliner. So we're here in Laredo. And when we headed out to a Freightliner company that we could find. It was right in the middle of the big logistics area of Laredo. And when I say that, I mean Truckerville. We were around semi-trucks. We were dwarfed by zillions of semi-trucks all around us. And of course, the place we ended up at was a semi-truck repair place that was way too busy, too full. So we Googled who services Sprinter vans, and we ended up with Jerry's Truck and Auto Service. They've done a diagnostic, and I don't know, Wade's still in there. He's been in there for a long time, and sounds like they'll be able to take a look at our van. So I don't know if that means today. I'm hoping today. Our plan was to get to Del Rio today, but we're counting on Jerry's Truck and Auto Service to be able to get us back on the road.
Wonderful service at Jerry's Truck and Automotive Service. And a last minute appointment.
Well, we're approaching our next exit, next off the ramp drive here, and
in a quarter mile, turn left to stay on US 83 North.
And this is taking us to Del Rio, Texas. It's a one-night stop for us on our way to Big Bend National Park. And we have watched a lot of other people's videos. Thank you, because that is what's drawing us to Big Bend National Park. We are looking forward to spending 3 or 4 days there.
Take the next left to stay on US 83 North, then turn right to stay on US 83 North.
And to get in some hiking and enjoying the outdoors.
Well, we made it to another national park. We are at Amistad National Park, just outside of Del Rio in Texas, and overlooking Amistad Lake. A sheltered picnic table, might even have a fire tonight. And there's our van.
We hadn't heard of these before this trip, but this is a check stop where we have to, in Texas, we stop here, and what are they doing? Basically checking
They're
to see.
looking for illegal immigrants.
Yeah, they're looking for illegal immigrants to see if, you know, the last checkpoint we went through, they didn't even come into the van, but they just asked us if we were citizens, if we were the only ones in the van, and then sent us on our way. So this is another one of those check stops within Texas. Well, as we're driving to West Texas, we are experiencing some new views, and just over this hill you'll see what we've been kind of peeking over the landscape, and that's mountains ahead of us. We're heading to Big Bend National Park and looking forward to seeing this new area of West Texas.
The challenge with RVing is that when you have mechanical problems, you need to get help. And here we are. We just met these friends from British Columbia. We met them while we were at Padre Island, South Padre. And now we happen to be entering into Big Bend National Park, and here they are stuck on the side of the road. And there's something wrong with their engine. So they need to get ready to get towed. And the other challenge was that they had some insurance company issues as well too. So they're having a hard time. There's no cell phone signal out here. So the local sheriff actually helped them out and found a tow truck driver for them. And hopefully they can get back on the road soon again with some repairs. But I feel bad for them. You don't want this to happen when you're traveling, but you almost have to be prepared for it. Well, it was time for a little sunset walk from our campground. It's a bit of a parking lot, but the view's pretty good once you get past the other RVs. We even have a good sunset happening tonight. So Brent and Liz had the issues with their motorhome. They had to get it towed. It was a $3,200 tow.
More.
Well, just the tow itself was $3,200. So when you travel, you have to be prepared for these different things that happen, like what we did with our van and what Brent and Liz are experiencing with theirs. They were parked in a spot that was not safe to be parked in overnight, but they had nowhere to go. And thank goodness a wonderful sheriff came along and helped them out. So we know that all of our changes or all of our plans can change. So
this is what we've learned.
We need to hold
Our plans loosely.